Thanks for joining us for Profile. I'm Ian Boyne, your host. My guest, Courtney Lodge, has moved from high school failure, 0 CXCs, to first class honors degree and then an MBA. Has also moved from police constable to assistant superintendent of police to deputy superintendent of police, and then to branch manager at the Jamaica National Building Society, then to general manager of GSP Credit Union Movement, CEO of the Caribbean Confederation of Credit Unions. Now he's vice president at the Victoria Mutual Building Society. He also has his own consultancy. He has done consultancy work in several countries in Africa. He has spoken in India. Still a young man, tremendous energy and a great source of inspiration. He instructed me to say to you to gather all your children, gather the young people, because this is one profile that they must see. He probably doesn't put modesty on a very high pedestal, but when you hear his story, you will see that whatever immodesty might be there is quite justified. We thank you for your company as usual on Profile. Courtney Lodge,
Ian
good
Boyne.
to be here. You
No,
have just
mine.
published this book.
That is so.
Courtney
Yes.
Lodge, Lives of a Soul, a metaphysical autobiography of your soul and mine. And you said that you originally had my name and my show in the book because you said that you would be on Profile.
Of course.
Another
It's a
dream come
given.
true.
another dream, Ian Boyne. Yes.
You are a person who not only dreams, but a person who dreams in Technicolor and with deadlines.
With deadlines and more than just Technicolor.
You have told your friends,
Yes.
told your friends, I'm going to do this
Right.
by this age. When you were a constable, you knew that you were going to move in the officer corps.
Definitely. I mean, Ian Boyne, my life has been such. At this point, it might be very important for me to share with you something and your audience. May I reintroduce myself?
You want to reintroduce yourself?
Yes, man. You introduced me, but I believe it's appropriate for me to reintroduce myself.
Yes,
Ian Boyne.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen out there, Jamaica children, I am Dr. Courtney Lodge. I am a world-renowned leader, author, speaker, a personal development coach, and a business transformation consultant. And I speak 5 languages.
This is you know in...
Now, you see what you introduced and what you told everybody about.
Yes.
About being a constable and being part of the Jamaica National Victoria Mutual, the credit union
Yes.
movement. That is Courtney Lodge from birth until today.
Yes.
The person that I'm sharing with you, Dr. Courtney Lodge, world-renowned leader, author, speaker, personal development coach, that is Courtney Lodge of the future. That's my vision statement. It all starts with that dream. If you don't have a dream, you can't have a dream come true.
For those who would say, you're just another young man
Sure.
suffering from short man
SMS,
syndrome.
short man
SMS,
syndrome.
Short man syndrome. You know, delusions of grandeur.
Indeed. I was told that. Those actual
you were
words
told
were
it before?
used. Sure, definitely.
The only thing is that when one looks at your CV, one is cautioned about dismissing you because you have achieved some rather interesting things so far. I mean, when you were CEO of the Caribbean Confederation of Credit Unions,
Right.
you had how many credit unions?
I had oversight responsibility for about 342 credit unions
342 credit
in
unions from the Caribbean.
18 countries in the Caribbean. So I had to be going to these different countries and meeting with the different credit
How
union
old you were when
leaders
you
and
got
so
that
forth.
job?
I was 35, 36.
35, 36?
Yes.
With that kind of
That's
oversight?
just about 3 years ago, Ian.
Yes. Because you're not 40 yet.
Not yet.
Under 40, GSB, you were branch manager by 30 at Jamaica National.
I was.
Yet you failed, you left high school without any CXC. Let's talk about that.
0.
No CXC.
0. Yes.
That's why you had to go in the police force.
Well,
The only place who could take you.
I
without
say that is the
CXCs.
best thing that has ever happened to me, the Jamaica Constabulary Force. It's the best thing that has ever happened to me. People look on at that time and say, sure, definitely, failure. He flunked high school. You know, nothing good is going to happen for him. That was the Port Maria High School out in St. Mary, you know, where the motto is, with Christ in the lead, you must succeed. Yeah, I hear some others in Kingston with some other mottos, but I don't believe any can trump that one, you know, whether the color be blue, purple, you know, yes.
But you left without success.
Indeed.
What happened?
I was doing pretty well, Ian. I was doing well enough coming up through high school that the teachers saw it fit for me to do GCE in January. Most persons would wait until June, but they asked me and gave me permission to do some in January.
You were doing so well.
I was doing relatively well. Then in December 1986, when I was 16 in 5th form, my father, who was my hero, he got a stroke. And that was the time I'm saying, you know, why should I live? You know, my hero is dying. You know, why should anything else at all matter? And that is when I literally gave up. I went into those exams and I drew cartoon on some. I just literally tore up some of the papers that I started to write, and that was it.
You never even attempted?
I attempted one. History. 5 questions, I did 3 and I got a D. Had I attempted 2 more, I would have passed. Yeah? But the rest was like ungraded.
You were so devastated by your father's
totally,
illness.
Completely, utterly devastated.
You were very close.
Very, very close. You know, he was my source of inspiration. He was my philosopher. He was my friend.
What was your family setting like? Mother and father living together in the same home?
No, not at all.
So you came from what would be considered a dysfunctional home?
Not at all. In no way, shape, or form.
Yes.
No. You know, my
You won't let me get away with that prejudice. All right. Yes.
I grew up with my father and my stepmother. You know, at the time.
Not with your mother? Not
with my mother. The circumstances that I probably could share at some other point.
Okay, but you don't want to share that. No,
well, if you wish, whatever, you know. But here I was in this home with my father, my stepmother. They were great. My father, by the way, I should say that there's hope for you and anybody out there who is 65 or thereabout.
I haven't reached there yet.
Yes, you know. My father, he fathered me when he was 65 years old.
When he was 65?
65 years old. Yes. So there's, you know, energy. So if you see my energy, you know where it comes from.
The age of your mother?
He was a naughty old man. She was 26 and he was 65.
She was 26?
That's right.
It's a long time things are going.
And he was a married man and he went out there.
He was a married man?
Indeed. And, you know, but yes.
You grew up with him?
It's not any time. Yes, definitely.
So his wife took you in?
She took me in. Not only did she take me in, at the time, as the story goes, is that my mother, she suffered some complications and so forth after giving birth.
Yes.
And my stepmother literally took her in.
Your stepmother took in?
Nursed her back to health, in a sense. I mean, you know, she did not, that was his second wife. And she did not have any children with him. She could not have kids. So in other words, my mother was...
Hagar situation. I don't know if she got permission, but...
yes.
But you became very close to your father.
Very close to my father, my stepmother.
And that led to your just losing interest.
Losing interest when...
What brought you back?
My stepmother.
So you left your stepmother?
Yes. She said, you know, this is not what your father would want for you. You're born for greatness. You're destined for greatness.
She told you that. She believed in you.
Your father is on his deathbed. Don't let him suffer in vain. Go out there. Turn your life around. Make a difference. You can do it. You know, I believe in you. You believe in yourself, and I know that you believe in yourself. Brush yourself off. Get up. Go again. And that I did.
And that was to have a strong and resounding impact on you. Another story of inspiration, that of Courtney Lodge, now Vice President of VMBS. There's so much more that he has to share with us. We take our first break.